In a sea of AAA fatigue and sequelitis, everyone loves a good underdog story. For those that want new and exciting ideas on a scope that won't overwhelm you with a map full of question marks, the indie scene is where to look. There's no better place to start than with the ones that became runaway successes from humble beginnings. Kicking off with a new addition in this category, Palworld took the world by storm early 2024 when it asked a question that only a message board in 2006 could have thought up. What if the pocket monsters had guns? Many have rightfully criticized Palworld for emulating Pokemon's monster designs, but there is a lot of original content in here. For one, choosing to make the title a survival game at its core differentiates itself from the monster collecting RPGs, and no doubt contributed to gaining the attention of millions of PC gamers who picked up the game. If you're only recently beginning to get into games, you may be surprised to know that Minecraft, the highest selling game of all time, began as an indie title over a decade ago. After its official release in 2011, which spawned viral success and careers for several YouTubers, Microsoft stepped in to purchase Minecraft developer Mojang for a whopping $2.5 billion back in 2014. Ever since, it's become a staple of gaming and Microsoft's business. Speaking of launching YouTube careers, Five Nights at Freddy's began life in 2014 from creator Scott Cawthon. A simple premise: monitor security cameras and power supply to make it through the night or get got. Finding viral success, the series gained deep lore, theory crafters, and an entire generation of fans who were obsessed with learning more about Freddy Fazbear. The FNAF series is among the few video game IP to get modern film adaptations, showing just how far it's come since its very humble beginnings. In almost every case, an indie title becoming a runaway success is thanks to the passionate fans it garners over time. No better example may exist than with Stardew Valley. Playing off the nostalgia of games like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley became synonymous with the cozy gaming culture, inspiring dozens of copycats since its initial release. Going on to sell over 10 million copies, thanks to the continued passion of its fanbase, Concerned Ape continues to support the game well after its release in 2016. Harkening back to the days of the NES and SNES, Shovel Knight was one of the first breakout indie games as we think of them today. Beginning as a Kickstarter, the game's 8-bit inspired visuals captivated the support of many. Full of charming characters, Shovel Knight became an indie gaming monolith, acting as a sort of mascot for indies thanks to his over 24 cameos in other games, including Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The Kickstarter found so much success that in the years since launch, the game received 3 additional single-player campaigns, as well as a card game and a competent platform fighter, all collected now in Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. In a world where games are never truly done at launch, Hades released to define what early access should be, and redefine what a roguelike could be. Initially launching into early access in 2018, Supergiant's stylistic take on the Greek pantheon garnered the attention of many whose participation in the early access period helped shape the game to be what it is today. Upon launching in 2020, having refined the game for 2 years, Hades released to universal acclaim and breakout success. So much so that Supergiant is currently working on their first ever sequel with Hades 2, set to follow a similar rollout. When it comes to sequels, there's perhaps no more anticipated sequel in gaming right now than Hollow Knight Silksong, and that's thanks to the incredible Hollow Knight from Team Cherry. Combining inspiration from Dark Souls and the creation of its lore and bosses with Metroidvania gameplay and a striking visual style, the haunting world of Hollow Nest has grown a fervorous fandom since its 2017 launch. To many, Hollow Knight is the king of the Metroidvania genre, which is a credit to the talent of Team Cherry's staff consisting of less than 5 developers. There is an ocean of other great indie titles to explore out there, but these are just a few whose quality and ability to resonate speak for themselves. As always, stay tuned to Game Rant for more from the world of games.